Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna be going over my travel trailer I bought at the beginning of the summer. I've done pretty much everything you can do on the outside of this camper, and unfortunately, I didn't have my camera with me and wasn't really to the point where I wanted to use my cell phone yet, but also not wanting to buy a new camera, so we're using the cell phone, and I'll talk about what I did to the camper and a little bit about the outside of it, and then I'll make a video later about the inside. So this is a Wilderness by Fleetwood. It's over 26 feet long, and it is a 2000 model. We paid under $4,000 with all of the things that we did to it, and buying it and putting on new tires and everything. So it's paid for, and that's really played a lot into our enjoyment of it, so that we weren't stressing about having to make payments or anything like that. And our driveway is fortunately long enough to store it, so I'm not paying for a storage fee or anything like that. Okay, so starting up at the front, we have the hitch locked, which you should always do when you're not pulling or attached to your trailer. It is a manual jack there. Looking at maybe changing that out. If I do that, probably will do the video on how to do that. You've got dual propane. It does have equalizer. That is a new battery. That light doesn't work. I've thought about replacing it, but haven't done it yet. And really the only issue is this panel was coming off, so I screwed it back into place, duct taped it so that water wouldn't get in there, and then later when we're not using it on a fairly regular basis, I'll probably replace all that. The sticker is new. I put that on, but we did pay for that, I believe, on Etsy. And I actually painted the whole thing. So this was white with thinner pinstriping and everything, and it was really faded. Didn't look good. It was kind of eyesore. And when I washed it, because it was being stored at someone's house that had a dirt road when we bought it from them, and when we washed it, the paint was just coming off. The stickers were terrible, so we decided to completely redo the outside. Replaced these hangers on every single one that there was. It was really easy to do. You buy them on Amazon, and these screws here, if you have a square bit, right there, if you have a square bit, caulking and screwdriver will take care of that. Unscrew it, the old one, rescrew the new one, because these get old and they got all like rubber rot and nasty. These were fine, didn't need to replace those. And this is storage that goes all the way through, and that's where we keep the parts that are a little bit dirtier. We actually store our sewer hose in that because it has caps on it, and it's the new one. Our those yellow pads that go underneath and everything, blocks, all that, these are manual. So I just put the impact driver socket, extension socket, and makes those going up and down a lot faster. It is a manual awning that stretches most of the length of the camper. It's peeling a little bit right there, but it still works, so I'm not going to replace it yet. Windows, door latch. So I painted the entire thing white. It looked like a FEMA trailer after I got done with it, but I sprayed that with like an acrylic spray paint. Not acrylic, just a big spray paint I bought at Lowe's. It was Rust-Oleum, And then we bought oil-based red, black, and tan. My wife's color of her car is that. That's the color of my truck, and then we just thought that would be a good accent color. So we painted those on there. So oil-based because it's gonna be outside all the time. And we actually don't pull this with my truck. I have the small EcoBoost engine, so not quite rated for this much weight. We pull it with my wife's Yukon Denali. It's got a much larger engine. It was rated for a lot more weight than my truck, so it does a good job pulling it. I painted the steps, painted the door. I actually changed the door lock out. It was pretty easy to do. Those just pull out. Nothing special about them. Changed out the grip right here. That was pretty easy. You can see that the old one was a little bit longer, so it's got those holes right there. Not a super big deal. And next time I buy silicone for a remodel job, I'll put the silicone in there. The door lock, you know, it's new, but they didn't have keys. Back up, babe. Back up. They didn't have a key to it, and I wanted to be able to lock it, so I just replaced it with the part I bought on Amazon. I covered all the stickers when I was painting it with painter's tape. That way it still actually has a lot of the factory stickers. That was like from a campground, so I didn't want old campground stickers. Another sticker that we put on. New tires. You should always check your tires and probably buy new if you're ever going to buy used. This goes to the refrigerator. One of the nice things is all the appliances, there is actually no issue with the camper. So as cheap as it was, I've seen campers that basically needed to be completely rebuilt. Electrical outlets, I painted that, but I actually covered the outlet because I don't like mixing paint and electricity. You see again, this is a factory sticker. The old sewer hose is in here. Another sticker on the back that we put on there. Got that right there. I believe this is to an outdoor shower, but I'm gonna have to figure out how to break in there to figure it out. All right, so I replaced this also. This is the 30 amp, and I also changed out the plug. It was not in good shape, so minor repairs. If you are slightly bit handy, you don't have to take it to a shop. Got water there, sewer there. There's another sticker. I actually cut the compass as we have a Cricket, so I did that and put that on there. This is where I keep the water hose, extra power cords, tools, things like that. The gloves come in handy for when we're dealing with sewer, so I don't want that stuff on me. This holds fishing rods, hammocks, camp stoves. This goes to the pass-through I already showed y'all. And then this is where our water connections are. This is when we hook up. This is if I want to fill the, this is when we hook up. This is if I want to fill the tanks. And that is the slide. That is the dinette and the couch. So it's a pretty good size, and it actually makes quite a bit of room inside the camper. There's the information. So right here, it's real faded. It's 7,700 pounds. So that's why we don't pull with my truck. My wife's car is much more suited for that. And that is the remodel that we did on the Wilderness Fleetwood RV camper. If you have questions or if you have any suggestions on what I could do to make the outside a little bit better. Everything's painted, new stickers everywhere. I know how to replace the awning. I used to actually work for a place fixing campers, repairing appliances on them, and building oil field trailers. So when it comes time for that, I actually know what I'm doing. But we are learning the game and gotten pretty efficient with setting it up. Not a lot of places that we've gone to where we didn't have room or had any issues. So thanks again for watching. This is Van on the Loose. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you again next time.